He's 13 years old, going into the 8th grade, an honor student. He's just won his junior high school's award for the best all-around student. He's an all-star on his lacrosse team, volleyball team, and actively involved in music and child development. He's on a fast-track program to college-level courses. The only thing is, his father's about to have a stroke and change his life forever. This year, to cope with his anger, he becomes addicted to cigarettes and hits his first joint.
When he's 14, he'll turn sexually active and become an alcoholic and physically abusive. When he's 15, he'll be involved in gang life. When he's 16, he'll be dealing drugs and experience his first overdose. When he's 17, he'll witness his best friend get stabbed, and when he's 18, his friends will go to prison for murder. When he's 19, he'll attempt to sniff, smoke, and drink his depression into oblivion. And when he's 20, he'll contemplate suicide. Unless someone intervenes right now.
The story you just heard is true. It's my story. And the worst thing about my story is it's all too common. I'm Jason DeLue, founder of Father and Son Small Engine Services. I have 4 kids of my own, and I know the pressures firsthand that at-risk young people are facing today. Although I evaded the law, a lot of my friends didn't. We had no outlet, no influence. We had no hope. You know, as a troubled young person, I found limited outlets to express my skills and divert negative pressures. I was always looking, but came so short of finding an organization to invest in my skills and be the outlet that I needed to reflect my energies. According to a profile of youth offenders in Calgary, an interim report put out by the Canadian Research Institute of Law and the Family in 2008, despite there being an overall decrease in crime rate, the issues of youth crimes and youth violence are growing political and policy concerns in many countries. You know, naturally our question is, what can we do to proactively prevent our children from getting mixed up in violence and crime? In Calgary, it has been reported that crime and delinquency among youth is in large part due to unstable familial situations, i.e. insufficient support, which I know all too well. Within the same study, a meta-analysis reviewed 66 studies and identified the general categories of predictors before young people offend the first time. Number 1, individual medical, physical, and psychological factors. Number 2, family factors. And number 3, school factors. And number 4, peer-related factors. And number 5 was the community and neighborhood factors. The ability to identify youth who may go on to become persistent offenders could afford the opportunity to intervene early and decrease chronic offending. 2 out of 5 factors were directly related to mentorship and lack of mature, sustainable support. What is even more awakening, 4 out of the 5 factors are related to influence from an outside source. So Father and Sons, we exist as a platform, another outlet to assist the reversing downturn of at-risk youth. We exist through the medium of a small engine repair shop to employ at-risk young people specifically and support them through the simplicity of an opportunity, the opportunity to work. Working closely with counselors, the Calgary Public School Board, and the Calgary Police Service, we will end this epidemic facing our children. Is one youth worth your donation today? What about if that one youth was your own? Partner with us today and consider a donation, because at Father and Son Small Engine Services, we're preparing the future.